Coach Kelley did it tonight with this group of guys who left it all on the field. And next weekend, they will be playing in the state championship. Coach, this was a state championship atmosphere tonight. At the half, you all were up. You were up the entire game. How did you keep your guys humbled coming back into this one at third quarter?
Yeah, no doubt. I think, one thing we just, told our kids at halftime was, obviously with, Wise, like again, first of all, Wise has great coaches, great players. Hats off to them. They do a great job year in and year out. One thing we told our kids was, listen, these guys are more than capable of coming back on. I don't care what the score is.
Absolutely.
We told our kids it's 0-0. We got 24 minutes of football left to play. Regardless of what the score is, we let our guard down for one bit. Those guys are capable of scoring fast.
Absolutely.
So we had to make sure that our kids just stayed focused, stayed grounded, and came out in the second half and played like they did in the first.
Now, talk about what your defense did tonight. 6 points on the board for Wise. They put on an absolute show. Talk about them a little bit.
Yeah, I was proud of our kids on defense. This is probably the best defense. I've been the defensive coordinator for 10 years here. And this is the best defense we've had. We've had some other good ones, but this is, we got a lot of guys that can run, guys that are physical. They're super competitive. They're football smart. I thought tonight did a great job. One thing we told our kids all week was we were going to be aggressive on defense this week. We were going to pressure. We were going to move. We were going to do some things that normally we don't do a ton of, but I thought we needed to do some of that tonight. And our kids did a great job. Great job.
Right. That's right. Now, I know there are probably 1,000 things running through your head right now. What will this week preparing for state championships be like?
Yeah, no question. I think you're right about that. One thing I told our kids at the end is obviously this is a big win, but this was not the state championship game.
Correct.
It was not. Okay, this is the semifinals.
That's right.
So for us to win a state championship, we have to win next week. We gotta have a great week of practice next week. We gotta celebrate this win tonight. Move on from it. Thank you. Move on from it. Move on from it tomorrow. Start getting our attention focused on North Point. Getting ready for them. They're a great football team and they're undefeated. So again, we got to have a great week of preparation to get ready for them on Friday night.
That's right. And I was going to say, I was just keeping up with that score. I didn't know if it was North Point or Mervo that came out.
Actually, no,
so
am I
you
wrong?
did hear
Was it North
that
Point?
it was? Well, they were up. Not quite sure yet.
Okay, I thought it was 16-13. I could be wrong.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I think you were right. It was about 10 minutes left when I last checked. But whomever it is, I know you'll prepare.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's what I told our kids. I'm proud of you. I'm more than proud of our kids.
Right.
But again, I think that the key component is that this was a Week 13 win. Week 14 is when we want to win.
That's right.
And for us to get that done, it's going to take a great week of preparation. Because whoever we're playing, whether it's Mervo, North Point, they're both great teams.
Absolutely. Coach Kelley will be preparing for next week, November 30th at Navy Stadium. We'll all be there watching QO. They are searching for a state championship. I'm Monet Anderson. This is Coach Kelley. We'll see you then.